Tax Diplomacy by Françoise Hendy, Excerpt number 3. The Complication of Sovereignty. Although it is the state for whom and by whom diplomacy, their language of self-expression and interpretation, was developed, the term state lacks defined parameters. It has become fashionable to use the words country, nation, and state interchangeably, as you might do with synonyms. These terms, however, can and ought to be distinguished. A nation refers to people who are believed to or deemed to share common customs, origins, and history. A country is a geographical region, while a state is a political association with effective internal and external sovereignty over a defined geographical area, and a population which is not dependent on or subject to any other power or state. Thus, a state may be considered the highest order of nationhood within a defined geographical region. Over the centuries, it has been the imprecision of noted writers such as Marx, Weber, and Bakunin that has enlarged the confusion about the state and statehood. Marx, for example, believed a state to be an institution used by the ruling class of a country to maintain the conditions of its rule. Weber's perspective was that a state is an organization with an effective monopoly on the use of legitimate violence in a particular geographical region, while Bakunin used the term simply to refer to a governing organization. A consideration of sovereignty as it applies to states confirms that it is this other concept word that lies at the heart of the ambiguity associated with the use of the word state, the fulsome characterization of diplomacy as state self-expression, and its many manifestations. About sovereignty, Australian Justice Evatt opined that sovereignty is neither a question of fact nor a question of law, but a question that does not arise at all. Oppenheim once declared that there exists perhaps no conception the meaning of which is more controversial than that of sovereignty. It is an indisputable fact that this conception, from the moment when it was introduced into political science until the present day, has never had a meaning which was universally agreed upon. In his work, Sovereignty, Organized Hypocrisy, Kastner simply states that sovereignty is a term that is frequently misunderstood.